Paula from Chic Emporium, and today we're going to work on this little project that came into the shop. It's like a little desktop to put on a flat surface to give you a slopey writing surface. I think it's quite cool, I've not seen one before. So I'm going to do something funky with it today. I haven't done funky for a while. I've printed off, because I wanted the font, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with it later, some words to do with writing and some funky shapes. And I shall be using them later on it, so I shall show you what I shall do. But for now we're going to start with mixing some colours, and I'm going to be putting all over the outside of the writing section patches of blue lagoon vintage rocks and mineral pink vintage rocks and some white vintage rocks in patches, and I shall show you how that comes once we've sort of got going with it, and you'll see what I mean. And then we're going to put black over the top, so there will be a reason to my madness, and you'll see it when we get there. So for now I'm going to start getting some colour on, and then I'll show you where we're at. Right, so as you can see I've now put 3 colours in random places. Some of them have overlapped a bit, some of them are solid colours in their own right, but I've tried to make sure that they are solid. I've had to give it a couple of coats and properly dried all over. I've left this bit because this bit's going to be black, so it's going to be optional as a chalkboard or just to lean on and write, so people can choose what they want to do with it. I've put a little bit of wood filler in the areas that were a little bit patchy, so hopefully that will colour. And now the next job is to cover the whole thing in black, and then you'll see what we do after that. Okay. Right, so I've only done 1 coat of black on here, and now I'm using a baby wipe. You could just use a damp cloth to just wipe away some of the areas and bring back the colour of the paint. You have to be careful, otherwise you go right back to the wood, which is okay in the small bits, but you don't want big bits, obviously that defeats the point. So there you are, I've got some lovely blue coming through. This is called wet wipe distressing, but it's really nice and subtle because I'm going to be putting some bold colours on top, but this gives me a really nice random colours coming through. I've got the white and the blue, there's some white there, probably got some pink somewhere. So I'm just going to keep working round the piece before I start doing the fun designery bit on the top, just bringing back the colour now. Right, so I've wiped away with the baby wipe lots of areas all the way around, revealing the colour underneath. It's quite subtle, but I like that. The colours that I'm going to be using on the top are the same colours that I used underneath, that are going to pop a lot more. So what I did was print out lots of funky shapes and some words in a font that I liked, because it's quite hard to freehand that. And I've scribbled with a pencil on the back, and then I place it where I want to put it. And I use a biro, not a pencil, because they just push a little bit more, to trace over it, a bit like you used to do at school. So you push down quite hard. And I'm going to be randomly going all round the piece with these funky symbols and shapes. But you can basically translate any shape, any font in this way, so it's really cool. It might be hard with the camera to see the imprint, but there is an imprint. So I'm going to peel it off now. And it's quite hard to see, but I can see it, and you'll be able to see it if you were here. So I now go over it with a really tiny little paintbrush. So it's going to take some time, but I'm going to carry on working, mixing and matching the colours that we've been using, and then I'll come back and show you what we've created. Alright? Finished. It's come up really funky. We've done some extra little bits of dry brushing to bring the colour through even more, and I decided as a finishing touch to finish it off with a gloss finishing cream. Vintage Rocks do gloss and matte, but I thought it would really bring out the black and make it nice and shiny. So what I'm hoping for this project is that some teenager will really want to do their work on it. Until the next time, thank you very much.